Hey everybody, thanks for watching. And just a quick reminder that the real law of attraction is now available. Make sure you guys take advantage of this. This is a pretty deep video. It's going to require you to have some prerequisite knowledge. So when you get this video, it will come with 2 other videos. Some of you may have them already. It will come with Voodoo Volume 1. It will also come with Meditation Volume 1. So it's a lot of information in this video I want you guys to understand and grasp. Those 2 videos will help you understand a lot better. Also, as I have mentioned in the last video, Merkabah Academy will launch on Christmas Day. The new site, the new app will launch on Christmas Day. There will be Merkabah Academy and Merkabah Academy Pro for, entrepreneurs and business owners, anyone who is interested in the stock market and has been investing. You will want that app. If you are a lifetime member, you will get that app free, or it will cost $2.99 in the App Store if you are not. But if you are an entrepreneur, you own a small business, you want to take advantage of this app. If you are trying to become an entrepreneur, there's going to be a lot of stuff in here for you. A lot of you guys, I get a lot of emails from people. People are losing their jobs. People are not trying to take the vaccine. So a lot of people are looking for alternative ways to basically make income and find new ways to become successful. So in this app, there will be a lot of new things for you guys. A lot of information. And again, when you get the app, make sure you guys turn on the alerts because you're going to want to get updates when stuff comes out, especially for stocks and investments or what have you. So yes, Christmas Day will launch. The new site will launch. The new app will launch on Christmas Day. As a result, as I said, there are more spots open for a lifetime membership. It is closing fast. This is the last week also for the Merkabah catalog. This last weekend. It will be done tomorrow. Make sure you guys take advantage of that. And also make sure you guys take advantage of the lifetime memberships. It's not supposed to be back up. I left a lot of this stuff up on the site because if you actually wanted, people who actually wanted it, I expected them to go to the site and look for it. So if you've seen it on the site before, it will not be up there anymore after this week. Take advantage of it. It will be gone. Those spots for lifetime membership, lifetime digital downloads, take advantage of it. I see a lot of you guys are. But those spots will fill up quick and that will be it. So new site will launch. The new app will launch Christmas Day. It's going to be great. We're going to start to get into that information soon. A video will launch on Christmas Day as well. Me explaining the new site and going over it. So stay tuned for that. It's a lot. There's a lot of the information you guys have been asking me for. And one of the main things I wanted to help people understand is what you qualify for, as I talked about in the last video. If you get your business license, you get your LLC or what have you, get your business set up and structured correctly. Make sure you got your business plan. Make sure you have a grant proposal that can be edited to fit any funding sources. So we're going to go through all that. I'm going to give tutorials on how to do a proper business plan and grant proposal because I haven't seen anyone that I was satisfied with online and or YouTube, but I have done this. I do this all the time. I've gotten many grants. My last name is Grant, so they'll probably help me out. But I'm going to really go through this because I know what they're looking for. I have got those letters back, those rejection letters. I know what they want. So we're going to go through this. Also, for you people who have lost jobs because of Corona, and it's a lot of stuff they're not telling you people that you still qualify for. When Biden put out the plan, the bill, and signed for people to get unemployment and extended the unemployment, there's a lot of gray areas for people to take advantage of if you have a business or if you are in school and so on and so forth. So there's a lot of stuff we're going to touch on when we get into this because it's something that I have to put, it's paperwork that I have to show you guys and all kinds of stuff. So we're going to get into a lot of stuff and I want to get you guys into the correct understanding and how to, basically take advantage of the system and the stuff that's out there for you. Especially if you are a business, a struggling business or a growing business. If you are trying to start up, if you have no money at all, there are ways of getting money. I told you guys before, I literally opened my recording studio in Philly with nothing. I had like fucking $230, but I opened it with grant money. I got about $60,000, $70,000 in grant money, did everything I had to do. And, you don't have to pay back grant money. So, it's a lot of funding sources out there. The information has changed. It's not the same. And it's a little bit more, difficult as far as how you're going to prepare your proposal and how the many different funding sources, want you to prepare your proposal for them. So as I said, stuff we'll get into. And this law of attraction DVD, this video, again, it's going to go over a lot of people's heads. It's a deep video, which is why I included the other two videos to give you a little bit more understanding. It's deep, and it's stuff that, you know, a lot of people send me questions about this. It's one of the main questions I get from a lot of religious people, because if you understand the Bible, which we get into in the video, it's really giving you a lot of the law of attraction. And this is not something that's spooky. You know, I don't deal with none of that. It's something that you have to understand that you use every single day, and you don't have any clue of what you're doing and how you're doing it. And you have to understand little gray areas and how things are done and how people are able to attract certain things to them. Not just that, why certain things are set up certain ways. And there is a pattern to success. There's an energy to it. And we tap into it a lot. We tap into many things all the time, and we don't understand it. To us, it just seems normal. It's what I talked to you guys before about human energy and how we use it and how things just seem normal to us, how feelings and emotions are energies. And to us, it's just our feelings and emotions. And we got into this deeply in meditation 1, which is why I included it. But it's one of those things where you have to understand a lot of different stuff for you to grasp this, which is why I included those videos. So make sure you guys take advantage of that and get that. I don't usually do stuff like that, including three videos, but this is good. So make sure you guys take advantage of it. But let's get into this video. So I've put out a lot of information on the Bible, history. And again, that's the biggest key to all of this, is just understanding the history. One of the things I forget sometimes is people don't do research. People just really, they go based off of what you put out, or a lot of people who talk about primary sources and so on and so forth always ask Christians that, you know, did you ask for a primary source for talking snakes and donkeys in the Bible? No, you didn't. Did you ask the preacher how a man, you know, named Samson has long hair, and because he has long hair, he has superhuman strength? Did you ask for primary sources on that? No, they didn't. There's so much stuff in the Bible that Christians and Hebrews choose to believe. And then when we come with anything that's factual, that's, you know, solid, primary source, you know, where's your sources? But they have not asked for sources for talking snakes and donkeys. Somebody actually tried to prove to me how, you know, snakes could possibly talk. So this is how far Christians go when they try to explain the Bible. But the topic of this, of course, is getting into Serapis. And it's one of the things that always kills the Bible is just common sense, critical thinking. Now, when it comes to the worship of Serapis and understanding who Serapis is, one, you got to understand the timeline. The timeline, we talk between the 4th and 3rd century BCE, we should say. And did Serapis exist when the Egyptians had control over Egypt? The question is no. That's a very important question to ask. Did Serapis exist before the fall of Kemet? No. Did Zeus Ammon exist before the fall of Kemet? No, they did not. These questions are important. Why? Because it shows that when the Greeks took over and conquered Kemet, they had already gave us, or tried to force on us, the worship of a white god, a god that looked like them. So we know about Zeus already. And then they gave us Zeus Ammon, piggybacking on Ammon, the Egyptian god. So we have that. You see, he has the ram's horns on the head. I showed you guys when I was in the Cairo Museum, both the statue of Zeus Ammon and also Serapis Christos. I talked about Frank Gaudio many times, the French explorer who found the sunken city of Heraklion, Tunis, right off the coast of Alexandria, Egypt. And he pulled up, you know, multiple statues of Serapis. So we also know for a fact, you know, this is, you know, statues is in museums. He's depicted in many different ways. And when you look at these depictions, he looks like Jesus Christ. We can find him carrying the staff. We can find him with the lamb. We can find him with the same toga type, you know, clothing that we see Jesus with, and the face is spot on. The point is to give, you know, evidence that there is a man who looks like Jesus that existed before Christianity, that was forced on African people, on the black people of Kemet, by the name of Serapis and by Zeus Ammon. There are other guys as well, showing us that they tried to get us to worship white gods. We've seen the statues of the Ptolemies, that once they conquered Egypt, they started to dress like the Egyptians. They made the Egyptians write hieroglyphs of them and put them on the wall. We've seen with Alexander. We've seen with Ptolemy. So we see this. We have this evidence. This is real evidence that's not debated on at all. It's still there. We still see the statues. We have this evidence of the Greeks forcing the worship of gods that look like them on black people. Again, did these gods exist before the fall of Kemet? No. Were they dressing like the Egyptians before the fall of Kemet? No. So that shows us, that tells us clear as day, they were trying to get us to worship them as gods, gods in their image. This is important because you have to ask yourself, why did you wait till the fall of Kemet to give us these gods? Why did you wait till the fall of Kemet to give us these, these beings to worship? Why are you trying to force these beings on us? And who were they trying to force them on? Obviously, if they wanted their people to worship these gods, they would have, instilled them long before the fall of Kemet. But they didn't do this. So this gives validity to what I was saying. The problem is people have a problem with this whole, history. And it's a proven history. So again, you had the fall of Kemet by the Greeks. We have the Greeks trying to force the Egyptians to worship them as gods. This is important. So again, you have this entire Greek mythology, this Greek history that is scrapped. And it's the same thing we've seen, as I talked about, with the Romans. The Romans had the Caesars. Once again, when the Romans conquered Rome, they declared themselves as gods. The Caesars were equal to gods and they wanted to be worshipped. So here you have the Romans, you have the Greeks trying to get black folks to worship them as gods. The Caesars were considered gods on earth or what have you. So once the fall of, the Greek Empire happened at the hands of the Romans, as I talked about before, the Romans completely scrapped themselves as the Caesars, being in power. So you had the Caesars, you had Rome, you had all this history. We know about Roman mythology, piggybacking off of Greek mythology and off of Egyptian mythology, so on and so forth. But the Romans had their, their culture. They had the Caesars. They had the way they was ruling things. We know about Capitol on the Hill and the way things were structured. They scrapped everything. They scrapped it all to follow Hellenization and to continue Hellenization. That is deep. That is important to understand. Not only that, they piggybacked off of the Old Testament, the Torah, and gave us the New Testament with Jesus Christ. Think about this. Then you had a Pope and you had a Constantine and everything changed over to Christianity, and everything changed once the Romans or the Greco-Roman era happened. Everything changed. The cultures changed. Important. Then we get Jesus. And then Jesus looks like Serapis. And then we have this worship of a man that looks like somebody who we know and can prove the Greeks were trying to force on African people, the worship of Serapis. So when we put this information out, we have clear proof. This is not something that is believed, that is proven. We have the statues. They are dated. These statues, Serapis, existed long before Christianity. So you have this worship of this man, and then he just so happens to look like Jesus Christ when they start giving us the image of Jesus Christ, which once again, Jesus Christ's image is of a white man.